Hello viewers, welcome to Saki's Book and Cook. Today our topic is COVID-19 pandemic, which is also known as the coronavirus pandemic, is an ongoing pandemic of COVID-19 caused by severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2, that is SARS-CoV-2. Here the disease name is COVID-19 and the virus that caused is SARS-CoV-2. Outbreak was first identified in Wuhan, China in December 2019. The WHO declared the outbreak of public health emergency of international concern on 30 January and a pandemic on 11th March. Here the common symptoms include fever, cough, fatigue, shortness of breath and loss of smell. Complications may also include pneumonia and acute respiratory distress syndrome. If we can see the structure of protein according to virology, here E protein, S protein, M protein. S protein is spike protein which mediates attachment of virus to host cell, and M membrane protein, most abundant structural protein, defines shape of viral envelope, and E is the smallest of structural protein. The virus is primarily spread between people during close contact, often via small droplets produced by coughing, sneezing and talking. The droplets usually fall to the ground or onto the surface. That gives passage to the mucous membrane in our throat. Then immune system respond with symptoms. Virus moved on to respiratory tract. So how the virus infects our body? This virus infects our body by entering into the healthy cells. The invader makes copies of itself and multiplies throughout our body. So the new coronavirus latches its spiky surface proteins to receptors on healthy cells, especially those in our lungs. Here a receptor called ACE2, angiotensin converting enzyme 2. This receptor allows the virus to enter into our body. So in order to explain, we have split these diseases into 4 separate phases, the different levels of severity: mild, moderate, severe and critical. So there are 4 phases. In the phase 1, the cell invasion and viral replication in our nose takes place. So here virus enters via receptor ACE2, that is angiotensin converting enzyme. And the phase 2 is replication in the lung and immune system is alerted here. In phase 2, viral replication occurs in the upper respiratory tract. Here the initial symptom is cough, and here in this phase our immune system is alerted. And phase 3 is pneumonia. Approximately 13.8% of people with COVID-19 will have severe disease and require hospitalization as they become short of breath. Pneumonia occurs where parts of lungs consolidate and collapse. Here, as part of immune response, white blood cells, neutrophils that the white blood cells release, breathing becomes difficult and surface area in the lung becomes reduced, leading to breathlessness. And phase 4 is acute respiratory distress syndrome. Here this is a fibrosis state where fibrin clots form in the alveoli, and this is dangerous stage. Here we can see the stages, 4 stages, how this transmission occurs. That is imported cases, local transmission, community transmission and epidemic. In India, the coronavirus is in the stage 2, that is in the case of local transmission. As prevention is better than cure, the preventive measures for this COVID is: clean your hands, often use soap, water or an alcohol based hand rub or an hand sanitizer, and maintain a safe distance from anyone who are sneezing and coughing. Don't touch your eyes, nose or mouth. Cover your nose and mouth with tissues when you cough or sneeze. Stay home if you feel unwell. Here the name corona comes by the spikes on the outer edge of the virus parts of the coronavirus names give the crown-like structure. So the corona name occurs by this. So the question is, what are the medications available now? The successive method is the plasma therapy, and the plasma is nothing but an yellowish liquid in our blood that holds blood cell in whole blood suspension. Here it is 55% of blood volume. And plasma therapy is nothing but a recovered COVID-19 patient have created antibodies against this virus. This virus This virus injected person antibodies can help us, which neutralize the virus. It provides one way for immune system to fight against this. Second one is hydroxychloroquine, which is used to treat malaria and autoimmune conditions. This is widely used. And another question is how doctors test this. So new research is saliva testing. Saliva has exhibited comparable sensitivity in nasopharyngeal swabs in detection of other respiratory pathogens. And one way to prevent this virus is boosting our immune system. As immune system is network of cells and proteins, this keeps record of every germ and destroy the every germ quickly if it enters into in our body. The function of this is it collects the process within body to protect against the diseases. Eat more healthy fats and plant foods and engage in moderate exercise and become stay hydrated and manage stress levels. To manage stress levels, I think meditation is only way. And taking supplement wisely, that is vitamin C and vitamin D are provides barrier to germs and other harmful invaders. As vitamin D is both hormone and vitamin, it protects against respiratory tract infections in most people. The researchers are currently working on vaccine targeting the SARS-CoV-2 spike protein antibodies from recovered people use it to treat. Hope it will get success. Until then, stay home, stay safe, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe.